Hi YouTube, this is Felicia with Bible Scraps. Okay, I am back to try out a tip that I recently learned about. I don't know why I had never heard of this. I've been crafting for a long time. Okay, it's concerning warped and bold plates. Those of you who follow me, you guys know yesterday I shared a sandwich that I'm testing out. Several weeks ago, I shared a different non-warping sandwich that I'm testing out. And a year ago, I shared my first non-warping alternative sandwich that actually did not warp. But I'm always looking for something better. So I'm going to try out a tip. And by the way, you see how, well, can you tell that this plate, it's bold? This is the same plate I shared. Well, I started using this plate October 24th. I have not used it a whole lot. It's a Big Shop Pro plate. I do use it with my Gemini Junior. And this is the same plate you guys saw in my video yesterday. If you saw my Tuesday morning die cutting video, and the same plate that I used several weeks ago when I shared my sandwich using a self-healing mat. So it's warped pretty good, and I don't have many cuts or scratches in the plate, so this plate is still usable. What I'm going to go ahead and do is try out the Frugal Crafter's method, except I'm going to boil my water. She used hot water over her cutting mat, and it did flatten. Well, I have water boiling, so we are going to go to my kitchen and see if I'm able, and I wish you guys could see it, just see how high the plate is from the table. But you can see, let's do this. Let's compare it to a flat plate. Okay, you see a little opening? That's a big opening for die cutting. I want to see just how well this plate is going to flatten and how long it takes to flatten. All right, let's head to my kitchen, and what you are looking at is one of those disposable bakers. And I put my cutting mat, I put it with the bow side facing up. And yes, you are looking at a brick that I recovered from my yard. I cleaned the brick. I probably left some dirt in it. We'll find out. But anyway, I have the brick lying right on top of my bold cutting mat. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about bowing in our cutting mats and why that happens. Well, I have several die cutting machines. I have the manual die cutting machines, and I also have the electronic, the motorized die cutting machines. And I've had my Cuttlebug since it debuted years ago. And I believe I have my original Cuttlebug plates. Now, I have not experienced the type of warping and bowing with my Cuttlebug plates as I have with my motorized die cutting machines, in particular the Gemini Junior by Crafter's Companion. The type of the scratches and all the marks that you see in your mats, those are normal, and you're going to get that no matter what type of die cutting machine you use, whether it be a motorized or a hand cranked machine. However, the bowing and the warping, I've never experienced that. I've never experienced bowing and warping with my Cuttlebug plates or my Big Shop plates or the Big Shop Pro plates. The warping and the bowing that I experience only happens with my Gemini Junior. And I know why, right? There is normal wear and tear with our plates. However, the Gemini Junior, and if you have the Anna Griffin, her large machine, Those are motorized electronic machines, and they're very powerful. So we have this powerful die cutting machine that accepts a lot of pressure. However, the plates that are used with those machines are the same type of plates used with the manual die cutting machines. So we have this advanced technology with the Gemini Junior and the Anna Griffin Empress. We have these advanced, motorized, powerful machines, but what they failed to give us were advanced plates to be used with those advanced machines. And that's why we are experiencing a lot of warping and bowing well before we should experience that. This plate, you guys saw that I started using this plate just a couple, what date is it? 10, well, 2, 3 weeks ago. And I have not used this plate a whole lot. I should not have experienced warping with this plate. But because we don't have the advanced technology with the plates, actually, I believe we do have it. You guys have heard me talk about it. Spellbinders, their original wizard machine. I still have mine, and I have my original plates with that machine. That die cutting machine, the plates that came with it, let me tell you, there are no plates on the market like those indestructible plates. I am using Spellbinder's plates for one of their machines with my Gemini Junior. Those plates are thicker. They're better, in my opinion, than the Big Shot plates and the Cuttlebug plates and the plates that come with the Gemini Junior and Anna Griffin's larger. Well, I don't have her large Empress machine, so I really can't speculate on that. But I do believe that Spellbinders, they have better quality plates, which is why I'm testing out their plates with my Gemini Junior. But they're still not as hefty and hardy as the original plates that came with the Wizard machine, which debuted like years ago, well over 10 years ago. So my point is, the technology does exist to give us better plates, but in my opinion, it's a money making thing. Buying plates is a consumable item. It keeps the cash flow coming in for these companies, and perhaps that's the reason why they have not given us advanced technology in plates, but they've given us the machine. The real money is made in consumables. I've said this before. It's like if you have a printer, you can find a printer for 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. The money is not made in selling the printers. The money is made in the ink. The ink can cost more than the printer, right? And if you buy that ink every month, well, the money is made from the ink, which is a consumable item. So we, as crafters, we've had to try to figure out how to make this work ourselves. So I'm thinking we are going to see companies that come out, Crafter's Companion in particular, and Anna Griffin. They give us these advanced machines. I think we are going to see them give us better quality plates, because we have shown that the technology, the material is out there with the self-healing cutting mats and whatever else that we use to make the cutting experience easier, funner, and better. They can't help but give us better quality plates. So that's what I give you guys the time, but I put the brick on the plate about 10 minutes ago, 8:30 my time. So I'm going to come back. Actually, well, the water is still hot. Can you guys see the steam? I don't know how long it's going to take to flatten. I should mention as well, the frugal crafter, she used hot running water over her plates. And I'm not too sure how long she ran the water. And what she did was she flattened as the water ran over her plates. It's the hot water that causes the plate to be bendable. She used the middle of her sink to bend or flatten her plate out. So she did it in a matter of just several minutes. I decided I would boil water and use a brick. You don't have to use a brick, you can use something else to see if how long it would take and to see if it would actually flatten out this way. So I'll be back. Oh, actually, let's hold a second. So I grabbed my bread knife. The water is too hot. You want to be careful. You can burn yourself. I'm not going to mess with that. I'll come back in maybe 45 minutes. So it's not quite an hour. It's about 40 minutes since I've put the brick in. And actually, about 10 minutes after my last segment, I decided to turn the brick upwards because the warping, it happens in the middle of the plate and the water is warm now. It's not so hot. So I wanted to put the pressure, the weight in the middle. And I'm going to take this. I can see a difference, you guys. I'm going to take this to the cracker. Okay, I quickly tried. It's still wet a little bit, but oh, it's pliable. Look at that. It's still not totally flat. It has flattened though. And I actually have another idea probably for another video. But I mean, it did flatten out some. It doesn't rock as much. I think what I might do, I have more hot water boiling. I am going to dump out my old water and do the same thing over with hot water. Oh, look at that. It's suction. Okay, I'll be back, you guys. This soaked in hot water for about 20 minutes. And you guys, I do see a difference. Oh my goodness, look at that. And look, it suctions. Well, it did that before, right? But it's not rocking as much. Okay, let's do this. Oh, look at that. I couldn't do that before. Look, it's totally flushed. And let's turn it this way. So you see here, I'm looking for, well, I do have them lightly pressed together, but you guys, there's a big difference. So the boiling water does work. If you watch, and I will link Lindsay's video, once again, she used hot running water and she basically flattened hers by doing this. You have to do it while the plates are still warm. I have another idea I'm going to test out. I did see a video where someone baked her plates. I haven't tried that yet. But the question is, how much work do you want to put into maintaining your plates? The plates do warp pretty quick in the Gemini Junior. So, yeah, you just have to keep that in mind. But I'm willing to give that a try because I love die cutting. I love the Gemini Junior. It's my machine of choice, though the Anna Griffin mini machine, it's given this machine a run for its money. I'm still testing out the plates in that machine. And so far, and I've done a lot of die cutting, those plates have not warped. So I think it is safe to say, at least the plates for her mini machine, they're thicker, by the way, if you guys didn't know that, but they appear to be, well, I don't know if it's, well, her plates are thicker, so they appear to be better quality, and I have not had any warping, which I'm so happy about that. But anyway, I love the Gemini Junior. I'll continue to bring you guys updates to my findings, but this is good to know that we can salvage these plates with hot water. All right, if you like this video, why not like it? Give me a big thumbs up. Feel free to share it. Feel free to subscribe. And once again, I will have the Frugal Crafters video linked below. All right, I want to thank you all for watching. As always, blessings.